Hello, today we're going to discuss uh, memorized transactions. One of the bills that we have to pay every month is for water. Everyone needs water. So I'm clicking on bill payments, which gets a list of all the payments to be made that month. However, I don't see the water bill. So it would be nice to have that on automatic payment so that it always pops up every month. So what I'll do is start by finding one of the invoices that has water bill and to make a transaction from that. So you start with one that was already made. That's the key. So here's one that I'll start with. The Fairfield Water Works. And I'm clicking there, and I click on the financial, and then look for transactions, and I find the most recent bill, which was paid in full March 10th. All right, now if I want to set it up so it's automatic for April, what I can do is then I go to edit, start to edit that bill, and then click on more actions, and then memorize. Memorize this previous bill that we made. It says the bill has payments applied to it. Are you sure you want to edit? Yes, we're not editing this bill. That's done and paid for. So I'm just clicking yes, just for the purpose of making a new memorized transaction for the water bill. Okay, then I put in how often it's paid. I'll put it on automatic. Remind me is not so useful. You know, automatic means it'll pop up on your list to pay every month without having to think about it. So let's say April 1st, 2011. Okay, now you can use the pop-up for this and just click there, April 1st. And the subsequent date, it would be nice if they let you type that in, but you have to point that in. So I click over on the calendar to click on May 1st. And the number of remaining, well, I remind forever. You know, it'd be nice to live forever, but you know, until there's no particular number of remaining. You might, if you had a special bill that you agreed to pay 10 payments on, you could put the number of remaining 10 in here. But for water, it's remind forever. Okay, update addresses means that if the payment address of the recipient, this water place, changes, it'll automatically update in the invoice. And update the prices means that if it's a different price, then it'll update it. Now this is a case of a bill that changes every month. Sometimes it's 100, sometimes it's 120, sometimes it's $130.42. So we don't really need to update the prices unless it's something that's going to have a pattern to it. That it's always going to be the same. Okay, then I click on Save. It says you have chosen to automatically post this transaction upon the recurrence date. Press OK to cancel or edit to edit the transaction. I choose OK. Okay, now this will list on my memorized transaction list, which is a list of all those bills that would come up to pay every month, and there it is. The water works. Now, if I go to it's now March 20th, so it's not time for the water to be paid yet. So it will not appear on the payment list. If I go back to the payment list, I would not expect to see the water bill on there, and indeed it's not. But suppose I wanted to, just so I don't have to think about it, if I wanted to pay this right now, queue this up, here's a tip. You go to the memorized transaction list, and what this means is that it will be NetSuite will be checking the dates, and when it gets to that date, only on that date, it looks for any that are on that date, and then we'll queue that up. But I can do it earlier by clicking on Enter, and then enter the bill. I click on the word enter. It pops up with the invoice, a bill rather. And it has today's date. If I want to go ahead and queue this up for today's date. So it has all the details from the previous bill. So that's why it's handy to start with one that was already made, and then it'll use that as a copy and come up with the next water bill. So there it is. And now it will appear, if I go to the bills to pay in NetSuite, then indeed we do see that the water bill is queued up for payment. There it is. Now if I want to go ahead and pay that right now, I just click there. I'm set up for the automatic bill pay, so I click on save. You must now approve online payments before they can be sent. And then NetSuite through the Metavante service will automatically send a check. And there it is.